everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AgVentures by Herdwatch. My name is Katie Shanahan, and today we're in County Longford to visit the farm of one of the most well-known Irish YouTubers. Let's go see what he's up to.
Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today we're here with Herdwatch.
Thanks for having us.
No bother at all. You had a long old trek morning.
We're not even going to talk about that trek now up from West Cork because I'm going to have to face back into it now in a few hours. But how are you keeping anyway?
I'm sure, look at tipping away like a small dumper in a quarry.
Busy?
Busy, yeah. No, it's just quieting down now. A lot of silage is done. There's a bit of hay and that to be done and slurry, but it's the quieter time now. So.
Yeah. What are you at now for this week's say?
Hay now, we've hay down the bottoms. You can just see it in the far behind the bulls, and slurry. That's try and get this hay, and the rest of the crew are at slurry there now. So,
what group are we in, and what's around us?
So
I see there's more.
We are with one of our batches of calves. We've these called the Herefords because we've the most Herefords are in this group. Even though you'll only see a few Herefords, but most of the Herefords are here. So they're
not all Herefords.
They're not all Herefords, but they're called the Herefords. Every year we like to come up with a name to describe them. So these are the Herefords. The ones you can see just across the way are the alpacas.
Why? Is there alpacas in there?
No, there's no alpacas. It's just, usually Liv goes, right, alpacas. Yeah. They were the first ones out. And these were the third batch out. The other batch was, what do we call the other batch? Behies. These are the Herefords, and then the last group that went out were called the last. Just to get
very eventful names.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Every year you have to come up with something different. But no, with these here now, we're just after feeding them, so they're getting 2 kilos of meal a day. So 60 kilos. They're 120 kilos of meal. There's 60 calves in the batch. We are paddock grazing them, so we're in what we call the shrubbery. And we divide this into 4 at the minute because grass growth has been poor enough, but usually 5. And we just move them every 7 days to 2 weeks.
Okay.
Roughly, keep fresh grass ahead of them.
And what are you feeding them then?
We're feeding them our own mix of meal. So it's our own barley and beans, which makes up 1/3 of the ration, and then 2/3 of the ration is molasses, minerals, soya, and maize meal.
Okay.
So we're using our own barley and beans because it cheapens the feed drastically. Cheapens it.
Okay. So for anyone that is living under a rock and don't know who you are, you're predominantly beef farming?
Yeah. So we're beef and tillage and contracting.
Okay.
And then the YouTube on the side.
YouTube, small little thing on the side.
Small thing on the side. Yeah. All the men we buy calves off are men we spread slurry for.
Okay.
So we know all the herd. We have a good standing history with them. So all the calves come direct off the farm a month old to us. Okay. So it just reduces the risk of diseases and that. And we buy off 5 different farms. The price of calves historically would have meant like your Herefords and your Angus were all around the 200. And at that, it made no sense to be buying them over the Friesians and that. But at that 130, 110 euro, your Herefords and Angus are nearly the equivalent price of a calf at a tenner.
Okay.
The difference is there or thereabouts at that. But still, it's hard to beat a calf at that small money because I go a trailer, I pick up 20 of them, it's 200 euro. Mm. If I wanted to go and pick up a trailer load of Belgian Blues or limousines or something at 250, 300, 20 calves all of a sudden is 5-6 grand.
Yeah. Would you have had more Continentals in the past?
We did. Last year we bought a lot more Continentals because everyone would tell you, oh, you buy better, buy better, buy better.
Yeah.
And our Belgian Blue isn't exactly showing. So we just got sickened of them last year now. We didn't. We'll never go back.
Yeah. And it sounds like you like tracking and you like looking at data to see what's performing better.
Oh yeah, everything on the farm. So these calves, when they came off milk and were going out to the batch, they were weighed, vaccinated, coccidiosis. What else did we do? We've done something else with them as well. So everything is weighed. They'll be weighed again anytime they cross through the yard. I was looking at the DBI score.
Oh yeah.
And bull the 100% Holstein bulls were all sired by HZB, who was -4 on the DBI scale, whereas the Anguses were sired by KYA, who was plus 184. But our Friesians, our 100% Holsteins, averaged us €187 more
Jeez.
than the Anguses before we took in consideration the price.
Yeah, that's a lot, like, when you add it up.
Yeah, across
So
all the animals.
It's worth paying attention and tracking, because you'll get more at the end of it if you do.
And like because we work so closely with the farmers, because we're on the farm with the slurry doing work for them, and they know if their calves do well for us, we're going to be there to take the calves that nobody else wants. So then we have some control over which bulls are used, or what, if we want lock of Herefords, they'll put on a Hereford we might want, or one of the farms this year is putting on some limousines for us, so next year we'll have limousines. So we've never really had limousines, but we had Charlies last year, and the Charlies done really well for us, but none of our farmers use Charlies for you'd say last year's AI and for this year's calves.
Yeah.
But we've asked for some limousines to go on, so we'll see how they turn out for next year.
I actually spoke about that recently on the podcast, the relationship between the dairy farmer and the beef farmer, and how it works out best for both parties when you're involved at the early breeding stages. Yeah. Because then you get what you want.
That's it, exactly.
And they're able to sell off easy, like, besides the hassle.
Well, that's it. Like, the hassle for a dairy farmer to bring the calves to the mart, and then maybe he gets on well, maybe he doesn't get on well, maybe they don't sell, he has to bring them home. Then them calves, it's all that transporting. Whereas if a dairy farmer deals with a beef farmer, the beef farmer can give a premium when he's getting the calves he wants, if he's getting the bulls he wants used. And it works. It works really well, because you take out all the stress and disease risks that are involved with bringing cattle to marts and the transportation and all that. It just
you
cuts
don't know where
out.
they're coming from, like.
It just cuts all that out. And like you develop a history with the farms you're buying from, and you know them inside and out.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the contracting, because obviously that's fairly big in your day-to-day, and this time of year now even more.
Yeah, no, I do mostly the contracting work. So we do, the easiest way of putting it is we do everything but hedge cutting. We have a machine for nearly everything. There's the bee harvester, there's a slurry tanker, the silage trailer, sprayer, low loader, trailer, stone picker, ploughs, pump, agitating, and you can see the butterflies there at the back. But we do, easiest way of putting it is we do everything but hedge cutting.
Yeah, and that's a lot of your content as well. Yeah,
a lot of the content is the machinery work, whether it be contracting or working the fields around and about. But that'll be the bulk of the content. So it would.
This time of year now, what's the busiest thing?
Well, silage is just kind of finished off now, so there's a bit of hay on and a lot of slurry.
So you're kept going anyway.
Yeah, there's a 3690 in the tankers just working on top of the hill for a neighbour there, putting out slurry, and go turn hay later and then back at slurry then again with the second tanker. So.
Would you travel far around then for the contracting?
Yeah, not so much with the silage and the slurry. With the pipes now we go a good journey, but the stone picker now, I went from Mullingar to Ballinasloe in the one day. Picked 7 acres and just outside Mullingar, then drove to Ballinasloe then to pick out there, 30 odd acres out there, and then back closer to home then to do another job in 2 days.
Jesus.
So yeah,
we
travel ground where travel far for what we need to do, like the stone picking, the mill and the pump. We go a journey, like.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, it's handy. You know, you kept busy with the contracting, and you're lucky to have Liv to.
Oh yeah, well, only for Liv, we wouldn't be doing any farming without Liv. There's no point saying anything else.
She's blushing over there behind the camera.
She does all. I just do heavy lifting. Liv will be like, "Yeah, it's time to dust these cattle."
Yeah.
Then I have to go, right, we'll do it in the morning, do it in the evening, in between doing tractor work.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. The day-to-day running is Liv. So.
Well, no, there's a fair amount of equipment here now in the yard to have a look at and keep us busy.
Yeah, and this is only some of it. So it is. There's machinery everywhere. It's always a problem in this yard. There's always something in the way of something else.
Yeah.
So.
Favourite tractor?
3690.
That was a quick answer.
Oh yeah, that's my baby.
I'm sure a lot of your followers know that anyway already. Good to know. as well?
Yeah. So they started out as pets, and we thought we'd run them with the calves to eat the weeds in the paddocks, but they don't do much really.
So I don't know anything about goats. Never had them.
Yeah.
So they will eat all the weeds.
Yeah, so anything. Docks. Their favourite is trees, but brambles or docks, thistles, anything. They're not fussy.
On every farm,
except from rushes. They won't eat rushes.
Okay. What breed are they?
So these are boas. So they're a South African breed. So they're a meat breed.
Okay. Oh. And where would you sell these in? Like, is it just your farm shop?
Yeah, so these are the first kids we've had. So the plan is the boys, there's 2 boys, they're castrated. So the plan is to sell those through the shop as goat burgers. Is the plan. And then the 4 little ones are all girls. So we're going to try and sell those.
Okay. And do you manage their records too?
Yeah, so they're all on Herdwatch. So it's really easy. There's only the 5 adults, and then when the kids are born, I added them, and it's simple.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's not just the cattle you're managing. Manage the goats on the sheep side of things too.
Keep it simple.
That's good. So pigs as well.
Yeah, so I think we've 20 pigs at the minute. They're all Tamworths. So we've 2 sows, a boar, and then all their offspring.
Brilliant.
So these mainly go through the farm shop as sausages, bacon, whatever, and then we'll sell a few as well.
The farm shop seems to be doing really
good.
well, and like I love how everywhere we go, there's something that's
growing
here on the farm.
Everything works towards it, so it's good.
And then in terms of litters, so how many would a sow have?
So our girls, because they're Tamworths, they're quite a rare breed, traditional, they wouldn't be the most efficient. I think our average, we've had 4 litters, the average is 10 per litter.
Okay.
And usually more boys than girls.
Okay, he likes his boys. So.
He does, yeah.
And do you ever keep any of the girls, or is it?
Not at the minute, because obviously they'd all be related to the boar.
Okay.
But we might AI one of the sows next time round and keep one of them.
And then this breed, where is it from originally? Or
I think originally they were an Irish red, so they're actually Irish, but I think it's Lord Tamworth or something took them back to England and claimed them, if you like, as Tamworths. But it's quite nice, I'm maybe like half an hour from Tamworth at home.
Oh,
so they feel like a little piece of home.
bit, tie into home.
It's nice.
And then how long would you have them before they need to be killed?
About 8 months, so that bit slower than others, so 8, 9 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all go through the shop. So.
Well, that's good.
It's good.
We'll have to see the shop at some stage because everything is in there. Yeah. We'll have to take something
It's
home.
not very big, but everything's in it.
That's good. Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice. So Phil, just tell me about your journey with Herdwatch and what it means to have Herdwatch here on the farm every day.
So we joined Herdwatch a long time ago. I think we could be 8 years on Herdwatch. We're a long time, long before I started working with Herdwatch.
And it's only 10 years old, so you're fairly...
Yeah, I actually think it could have been an ad on YouTube or something I remember seeing, or radio or something, and I said we'd get that, and that's when we started using it. But like day to day, I don't think there's a day goes by that it's not used. Like if it's not that we're weighing cattle and doing recordings, or we're putting our batches of cattle together, or picking or whatever, Liv goes out like this morning when she fed a batch of calves. There was a calf with a bit of a blow on him. Liv's just right medicine and recorded it in the field. There's none of this like before. It was pulling an old tag off something, write it down, and then of course it get lost or it get washed in the jean pocket in the washing machine, and it was a mess like. But it just simplifies the whole farm recording. It's just you do it, you record it, it's done. Forget about it. Just keeps it simple.
So this is something new to Herdwatch, obviously we used to always connect with the EID reader, but now you can also connect with this weighing scale weighhead.
Yes.
Tell me, how does that make your day better in terms of making it easier and faster to do the job?
Oh, it just speeds the job up so much. Like you can see we have a phone holder on the scales. So because what we used to do, you put the phone there, connect to the EID reader, animal comes in, scan, look up, type it in, next one.
Yeah.
But now when all connects, well, you still be able to put the phone there, see what's going on, but it's just one less job to do, like.
Yeah. And how often now are you weighing calves? Would it be every few weeks?
No, the calves are weighed when they went out, when they were going out of the shed. Any of them that come through the yard to get dosed will get weighed again. But then everything gets weighed on housing, going out again. And then the bulls will be weighed every 2 weeks to see how they're going, to be picking bulls for slaughter when that time comes. And all the finishing cattle, they get weighed on a regular basis. About every 2 weeks, wouldn't you say, Liv? Yeah. Keeping them picked for who's fit and what weights are and all that. So we'd use it quite a lot. And we only put this whole new crush system in this year. So the weighing box has made a serious job of it. And then we put in the new step and all the new gates, so we're a bit more safe now when dealing with bulls.
And then just having the records there and the weights there, would you be looking back now on last year's to inform your decisions for going ahead?
Like I'd see there, like every year I make the first bulls we go to the factory, and then I can go back on the app, see the cattle I killed last year, have the average daily weight gains and the average weights of them, and then compare to this year's bulls. So then I know whether we're gaining or we're losing. Then I can see, well, why did we gain? Why did we lose? Is there something we did different this year to last year? And then be able to make an informed decision going forward on what worked and what isn't working.
Yeah. And it's just handy that that's all on the phone.
It's all on the phone. It automatically does average daily weight gains. If you didn't have it, you were sitting down there, you're going, oh, so this is the weight the last day, this is what weight he is now, how many days is there between the 2 days, and then trying to work it out. It's just done.
Yeah.
It's just done. Like,
faster.
It makes it so much simpler.
Yeah.
Or I do a lot of vaccinating the calves, so all the vaccines are recorded when they're done, when they're dehorned, all the anaesthetic is recorded. Everything is on it for each batch, each calf. And then everything then goes back to your mum, who does all the paperwork for board beer and everything, and she has it there and then.
And like she said, the last time we done board beer, because it was the first time, even though we've been using it a long time, it was the first time we made sure everything was on Herdwatch. I mean, absolutely everything.
We got rid of the little notebooks.
We got rid of notebooks, we got rid of everything was on Herdwatch. If it was on the farm, it was on Herdwatch. And your man come in from board B, sat down at the table, and usually it'd be 4 hours rooting through receipts, rooting through dockets and all this. And my mother was just like, here, there's the laptop with all the information. He was there, what, an hour?
Yeah.
And that was it. And my mother was singing Herdwatch's praises like there was no tomorrow. So she was. She couldn't get over it. It was just done. Just so easy. We have another one coming up now in October,
So yeah.
August. But yeah, it just simplifies that job, makes my mother's life so much easier.
Right, so Phil, thanks so much for having us up here today.
No problem at all, it's great to have you.
Great, and I hope we'll be back in the near future because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've never seen so many animals in the one farm, so I really, really enjoyed it. So thanks again.
Now, well, there'll be goats for sale there if you want to bring some with you. So.
I don't know what my dad would say about that. But look, you're busy, you've hay to do, so
yes.
we're going to leave you at it.
No bar.
Have a good day.
Thank you.